wild bracket. I mean, Robbie's, that's going to be a really tough opponent for Robbie, by the way. Ramses being Mr. R's practice partner, of course.
Yeah, that's very, very true. I think if anyone knows the short matchup in this continent, should I say, it's definitely Mr. R.
But speaking of knowing each other, I mean, we have two French players right now who've come up against each other time and time and time again. So I'm so excited to see not only them play in general, but the personal reads they have on each other.
Yeah. Town City is a fun stage, I think, for Roy. I think you can do a lot of fun stuff on the stage with Roy, a lot of combos. And of course, like those blast zones being quite close to the side, you can get quite early kills. But Pac-Man appreciates a lot of the space. I can understand why we've got this as the first neutral stage in this set.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to see both these players really enjoy this set, and right now it is Modzai who's enjoying it to his fullest as he managed to set up his Galaxian, his Hydrogen, his everything, and he's going to start these confirms. Flow armoring through the fruit, but gets punished immediately. Modzai so ready, and I think we're already seeing a bit of a taste of how much these two players actually recognize the match already.
Yeah, nothing too big here from Modzai so far. He's not really had too much in terms of combos, but he's just been getting a lot of hits here and there, and it's just added up slowly but surely.
Yeah, drifts out as well away from that fair to just escape that, because obviously that would have been such an early stock. And this is honestly what I think you were talking about when you mentioned that there's some stuff that Flow will like here. This platform setup in particular, amazing for Roy setups. Yeah. He has so many different catches and so many different ways to kill when the platforms are like this on the stage. And so I'm sure Flow's going to try and make the most of it. But Modzai has managed to kind of slow the pace down and has forced Flow to come in some pretty obvious ways, because he has to apply that around Hydrogen. Finally, Flow gets a hit, but the platforms are away. We're just on FD now, and I think this is a situation which Pac-Man really enjoys.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like Modzai definitely benefits from the fact that there are no platforms about, and you've got so much space to do what you want to do. But that being said, Flow's been getting himself back into this, considering Modzai had such a strong lead. Back throw, maybe trying to catch a little bit of DI.
Said catch on the melon coming out, which would have definitely gotten rid of Flow stocks. Amazing counterplay we're seeing from both these players, and he Z drops it down to try and pressure. Doesn't quite work out, but I love the idea, and Flow's going to continue with these ideas as he looks to take Modzai stock with a crazy conversion.
I like that. Weak up air into forward tilt. Again, maybe the DI, I don't know what the mix-up was on that, but even so, very, very nice little confirm there from Flow to get the kill. We're on 2-stock speeds though, Modzai able to clean up very quickly after.
Yeah, and this is Galaxian in hand as well for Pac-Man, and this is when he can do 50% with one hit. Should Azona be able to do that? Scientists will never know the answer. However, Modzai is looking to at least give us more symptoms of the problem right now. Flow has him at the ledge. He's not quite got the opportunity to attack, but he does get back on with the trampoline and does manage to relieve a bit of the pressure, but Flow is just keeping on, Dev, and he's caught almost every single one of these fruit.
Yeah, I think he's just one of them where you can tell that both of these players know the matchup. Like, they know what they're doing against each other's characters, because the way that Flow is kind of playing around Hydrant in particular is really, really nice. But also just with Pac-Man at ledge, it's very, very smart. It's very, very smart. So I'm interested to see how the game is going to play out. Right now, Flow has got the advantage state in the corner again.
Yeah, and
Modzai's not able to get out just yet.
And honestly, it feels like the name of the game right now is spacing, Dev. Flow was spacing perfectly around all Modzai's options. And the moment he lets go, Modzai makes such a big hit. He has to get back to the ledge, and he manages, but Modzai immediately manages to get him off as well. And these two players are back in neutral. They're around even percent. They both have ways to kill, but can Flow actually find his way in?
Backthrow not going to take it, but they are off stage now. How does Modzai take the stock? Up tilt. You barely see that with Pac-Man.
Not at all. I mean, we saw him kill with up air earlier as well. Modzai clearly going for some interesting options. You have to bring out your fullest against a rival such as this, because Flow has managed to take the stock very efficiently and will be looking on to put at least a little bit of extra credit.
Oh my God, he got hit with the whole damn kitchen. Goodness me, the key, the hydrant, everything just went straight to Flow's face. Takes the stock eventually, and now we are at even percents, but Pac-Man has got FD on lock. But Flow's got advantage state. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, Modzai looking for the exact same combo that Flow just got with his Fairs, but doesn't quite find it. Tries to use it with the Galaxian, but Flow just keeps on pressuring him. Devon doesn't get the chance. Flow looks for a big back air.
Yeah, that would have been curtains, especially on a stage like Town and City. How deep they were, I don't know, man. It was looking dangerous for Modzai. Tries to read the roll in, maybe.
Yeah, that dash attack, that incredibly safe dash attack is going to put Flow out for a bit. Put out the flame maybe, because Flow is trying to keep it on right now. However, Modzai is kind of banging back repeatedly. He's just not letting Flow stick to him too closely. And at the moment, it's really working out. Finally, Flow has him at the ledge. but Modzai has just interrupted it. He has Bell as well, Dev. This is a dangerous situation, and what a
Bell
bait.
away. He threw Bell completely away just so he could hit him with a forward smash. Really smart stuff. Whoa, okay. My boy was cooking something.
Yeah, Hydrant making a bit of a sticky situation of that ledge pressure,
Back
but
air
oh
to
my
it, yeah.
goodness. And that
All
was
right.
sour spot.
Okay, well, that did it. A
Yeah.
little bit of an anticlimactic ending to the game. It kind of came out of nowhere. We didn't even see the kill screen. But yeah, it was very much that weak hit that actually took the stock.
Yeah.
Bit unexpected, all things
Those
considered.
were some absolutely insane situations I saw just then, Dev. I mean, we talked about the responses they had to each other's gimmicks, but it doesn't even feel like Flo gets affected by the Hydrant. He's like, yeah, of course, I know exactly where this is going to send me. It's 27 points to go to the stage. My fault.
I mean, look, you
had
do
to.
you.
I'm
You
a-
do you.
I'm-
You do you. You go to France, I get it. You do what you want to do. We're going to game 2, though. Didn't see what stage we're going to, but I can imagine maybe we'll go back to town and city.
I can see both of these players being comfortable with just running back to town, but it seems like
Stadium.
Modzai wanted a bit more of a simplistic platform layout. Obviously, Flo is using the platforms really well to pressure at the edge there, so I understand this perfectly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Modzai uses the platform, especially how he kind of hides under them. Obviously, you want to be walling out as much as you possibly can with Pac-Man, but you'll see that setup right here, like that will be a setup you'll see constantly throughout, where you've got the Hydrant just peeking outside of where the platform is on PS2, whilst you kind of just rifle through all the different items that you can get with that neutral B.
Yeah, but this is the other element of the PS2 pick. For everything he took away from Flo, he also gave him some crazy up air extensions, which were used to their fullest. We saw 58 racks on in just a second, in a split instant. And Modzai is trying to answer back right now, but Flo is definitely being the absolute king of advantage that he is. Will use to his full extent.
Could have been very, very dangerous there for Flo, but able to get through with the up B. That Hydrant off stage, we haven't seen it make too much of an appearance, or it's not really been too much of a hindrance to Flo, but that was one instance where we did. Beautiful wave bounce, side B, and now again, Modzai finds himself at the corner, but the Trump just not fast enough.
Yeah, but Flo right now also has the bell in hand. Modzai, a lot of his aggressive options have been taken out of the game, and instead he just goes on full offensive as well. I love seeing how he switches up his pace, suiting the situation. Gets the back air, and Roy's not going to recover that, and he does extra damage just to hammer in the point.
Yeah, and I think that was probably a case of Flo maybe hanging on to the bell a little bit longer than he did because he wasn't able to land aggressively. He had the bell in hand. Yeah, and Modzai just taking advantage of it really, really well. Of course, you could have used the bell for side B or something like that, but Flo maybe getting a little bit of tunnel vision on how he wanted to get the kill.
Indeed, indeed. And Flo right now is honestly getting so pressured at the end of the stage. We've talked about Flo's advantage today. Hold on, Pete Modzai's right now. He has caught every single option off the ledge repeatedly. Unfortunately, he doesn't catch the tech option on the platform though, and that will lead to a strong back air, giving Flo the kill. But Modzai does have bell in hand. This is still a good situation if only he can keep this lead.
Yeah, this is about keeping the lead now. You're absolutely right. It's about building as much chip damage as you possibly can to then convert off of something like a Kira Bell. So it's just about making sure you keep up that wall, but Flo is not giving this dude any time at all.
Yeah, he is kind of just mixing the hell out of them, to be honest.
There's
There's just serious options being picked, and Modzai can't seem to quite find the landing. Gets the bell finally. Flo grabs it, has his double jump, but that down air will see that out, and that's a perfect reaction from Modzai.
Pac-Man's got snake down there. I'm not happy about it, but Pac-Man's got snake down there. It's stomping at some dude right at the ledge. It's strong as hell.
Yeah, but like, does Snake deserve it either? Like, feels like if you have one evil, you can have the other.
Neither of them should have it. This is my issue. But
I don't feel like he should have this damage
clip,
either!
The clip! Reload! We've got a clip. We've got a clip. Modzai, the perfect setup. You'll love to see it as a Pac-Man player. That is probably bread and butter for Modzai. He does that every day of the week. But that, at the biggest stage you can possibly ask for, at this stage in the bracket too, you got to have some level of composure to do that. Really strong stuff for Modzai to take that game in the end.
Look, I'm going to keep it real. I've seen other Pac-Mans do that setup. I haven't seen them flow into it so seamlessly as Modzai did just then. Gets one fair, gets the second, immediate setup, immediate conversion. He knows exactly where to go from every single point. That was just perfect. Very, very killable, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. TNC is the stage we're going back to as well. Again, I like this stage for both the characters, but I think Flo was utilizing it a little bit more than Modzai was in that game one, especially those platforms towards the end as well. So we'll see how this game 3 goes. Looking pretty strong from Flo already in the first step, but Modzai just needs, again, just a little bit of space to wall up a bit. Gets a dash attack, baits him in with that neutral B charge.
However, Modzai just gets pressured a little bit more now, just has to jump into Flow to get out of that perilous situation. Has Bell in hand, so that will be nice, but Flow just about jumps over it, tries to protect Chase. It seems that both players are intent on killing each other as soon as possible, Bev.
Yeah, I love the combo that was on the Hydrant. You don't see that too often, but gets the forward tilt at the ledge. Modzai getting a little bit too anxious on that ledge and trying to get off of the corner, and unfortunately, it results in a stock loss. And now Flow has got the stock lead. This is going to be interesting to see how Modzai gets back into this now.
And that's kind of exactly what you want to see from Flow. We've seen so much jump fair from the ledge on Modzai's behalf before. It's kind of how he got rid of a lot of the ledge pressure in the last game. And Flow just says, okay, I know you're coming up. F-Tilt's come to meet you. However, Modzai meets him right back with his own stock. Brilliant stock take from Modzai, who has evened it up. Can't quite get Galaxian because Flow's putting on some really nice pressure at the moment, but he doesn't seem to need it.
Yeah, the jab reset, really nice stuff there from Flow, from Modzai, should I say, sorry. Those forward airs, really, really nice, generally speaking, for Pac-Man. He's got some decent air to airs.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man can absolutely meet you in the air. For some reason, they put on a bunch of like moves you put on like a fox or a Mii Brawler onto a yellow little ball. And as a result, he becomes quite the actual problem.
He does. He's got zoning options, but he's also got boxing options. It's, I don't know why they made him like this, but you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. Pac-Man's definitely got some sauce to him as well, so we'll see if Flow's able to get rid of this stock. But at the moment, he's got a little bit of a deficit, but unfortunately, the bigger thing is that there was Bell in hand, but he's able to deal with it.
Yeah, Modzai's kind of looking for any option. It doesn't feel like Flow's really getting opened up much by Bell at all, so I think he's going for different things to attempt right now, just trying to find a different pattern, but Flow's not really handing him anything is the problem.
Yeah.
And now, Modzai has handed him the jab, but Flow trying to go for a big mix-up yet again, but Modzai's been so patient and good at evading those, and so good at reading Flow's disadvantage as well with the S-Smash.
Yeah, that forward smash was kind of nuts, just kind of let it rip, and it worked out pretty well. Now Flow's got Modzai in the corner. He's seen success in the corner quite a lot throughout this set. Unfortunately for him, Modzai was able to get out of the situation perfectly though.
Yeah, Flow at the moment really just wants to find Modzai at the ledge, but Modzai puts a whole Hydra between them. Flow has managed to close the gap, but again, Modzai just keeps on putting up walls. And Modzai finally manages to get Flow off of his back, and he's looking for even more percent. Hydrant comes out, and Hydrant just keeps on being the biggest demons for Flow's advantage rate right now. He's looking for a flare blade, can't find it. Looking for an up air, not killing. He needs a way to see the out depth because we've seen what kind of pain Modzai can inflict given the right opportunity. Yeah,
148 on the board. You never want to see it against a character like Pac-Man, but as Roy as well, you'd expect the stock to be taken much earlier. Perfect DI there from Modzai. 161 on the board and no death yet. This is unprecedented stuff.
I think he might have had something from like the up air up B, but the Hydrant again is picking apart his problems, and Modzai is hanging the ledge, beats out the ledge with the Galaxian, and Galaxian is just going to give him a free way to get off as well, considering how active it is. Flow really wants to kill. He should have the raw kill moves, but maybe the Roy mains were wrong, actually. Roy can kill.
Roy can kill, and there's the up B in the end. 186 after hit takes the stock. Fortunately for Flow, only 34 on the board for him, so it's actually not the worst deficit, all things considered.
Yeah, for as long as Modzai managed to hold on to that stock, it doesn't seem like he managed to do that much with it. He managed to like weave around Flow, but he wasn't finding the big hits that were leading some more percent, and as a result, Flow has really managed to find his way back in, and has in fact caught him entirely. In fact, surpassed him and almost got that bear on the platform.
Yeah, that platform nearly worked out so badly for Modzai, the way it kind of rolled in. But yeah, just a slight miss from Flow's perspective. Could have been curtains though with the back air at that stage.
Yeah, right now I feel like both players are sort of starting to try and grab into their bag of tricks, looking for his serps. Modzai has Bell in hand and will try to be finding a way for it, and it's the Z drop that allows him. Great response from Modzai. Obviously, that comes out like frame 4, frame 5. It's incredibly quick, and it will pick apart Flow's disadvantage. However, Flow has not been caught out just yet. He clings on, and he needs to find his own secret source dev to take the stock because it feels like Modzai's ready for everything.
And again, just baits him out. Roy just sprinted straight in. Sorry, Flow sprinted straight in. Modzai was just like, you know what, all right, I'm just gonna leave this to the side. This Bell could go over here for a sec. I'm just gonna punch you in the face now.
I love that bait so much because, of course, the thing you're most scared of when Pac-Man has Bell is not the original throw, it's the one where he can send it wherever he wants.
Yeah.
So you don't want Pac-Man to pick up the Bell. So what do you do when he throws Bell to the side? To throw and pick it up. You run at him. And then you're met by, what is it? What's the red one? Inky?
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and
Clive.
Clive, yeah. I don't know which one it is.
He's Inky. We're saying he's
Okay.
inky. You're met by inky in the face. I don't like that phrase, actually.
Nope, that was a poor choice of wording. We're going to move swiftly on to
Move
game
swiftly
4.
on to game 4
Time
in
to
a
see it again.
very, very good set so far, Dev. I mean, look at these two players
You're
right
trying
now,
your
man.
best to move on so badly, and it's worked out so poorly for you. We just want to ignore what you said. We could have moved on, but you tried your best, and unfortunately, it's going to be lingering. But we are on game 4. You're absolutely right, Jude.
You just said what I said. Flo has Modzai in the corner. Let's talk about that.
Goodness me. Okay. Well, again, strong start here from Flo, but I feel like we've seen that quite a lot in this set so far, in that Flo gets a very early lead, but even then, Modzai just brings himself back into it so quickly. You can see why the set count is what it is. Oh my god, another forward smash. Flo just running in and with reckless abandon.
Yeah, he kind of just keeps on kicking him, Dev, to be honest. Every single time
I'll
Flo's
do it.
coming in, he's getting kicks in the face. Flo, of course, manages to catch a roll with a great jab reaction and converts perfectly. However, it feels like in the up-close game, Modzai is really holding his own, and if he can take this stock, I'm sort of getting worried for Flo here at this point, because it feels like Modzai's kind of just adapted to what the player wants to set just a little bit more.
That could have been super, super
I
scary.
told you, he's
but
kicking him in the face.
Yeah, he's just kicking him in the face, you got it. Yeah, back air is able to take the stock, but that was really, really scary on the platform there. And
For
again,
sure.
that's why Flo is so happy to go to Town and City, because those platforms, the stuff you can do on that as Roy is very scary. You can get very early kills.
But this is why Modzai is happy not to ban it, Dev. We are on FD right now, and Flo has to find a way to get around all this Hydrogen, all these fruit, without taking too much percent. Thankfully, he finds that, and he goes a fantastic dash attack. Pressures with the fair, won't be able to find a down air, and Modzai does manage to slip off of the ledge with that clean fair, and gets a little bit more percent, but Flo still does have him in the corner. Oh, the Hydrant push off. That Hydrant placement is fantastic.
Yeah, oh my god, the damage from absolutely out of nowhere. The damage from the Galaxian, hitting twice, the Hydrant, and just like that, Modzai's built himself a nice little lead.
Yeah, Flo at the moment really trying to pressure Modzai at the top of the stage. Just get a really nice back here, but it's not the sweet spot. Can't quite find the neutral B either. Can he get the ledge trap? No, Modzai is too smart with it. And now they have to go back to playing neutral, which Modzai's been winning more often than not, it feels.
Yeah, gets the up B from under Modzai that time, and I think from Flo's perspective, it's just about closing out these stocks as quickly as he can. He obviously did it with the back air in the first, and we're going to see a back air in the second. Goes mega deep against the fair.
God. He didn't just wait for the fruit. He didn't just wait for the fall down. He waited for the air dodge in to press fair. That is patience incarnate from Flo, who will now take the lead a little bit, but I don't know if he can hold on to it, because Modzai is really trying to choke the air from his lugs right now. Flo forced him towards the center stage, and this is a dangerous spot, Dev, you said yourself.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Seems.
That ball can throw quite high. It's very, very strong. That back throw, very similar to something like Mario as well, kills at that percentage quite consistently. So we're back to one stock apiece, but Modzai takes this. He's in top 8 with his side. He's built up a lot of percent so quickly. 83 on the board. It was even 2 seconds ago, Jude.
I'm sorry, this advantage state is not only amazing, it's hilarious. How can Pac-Man fair you 4 times? How is that fair at all? And how can you convert it into another 80%? Modzai is so good at finding just that extra bit of strength, squeezing out that last bit of damage. But Flo is looking to squeeze out the life of Pac-Man right now. He does look like a 6 to be fair.
And that's what we were looking for, but not going to take the stock yet. We've seen Flo throw out down there so often.
No.
Not like this.
No.
Not like this.
I just heard someone say, "Let's go, Modzai," the most enthusiastic voice ever.
That is so unfortunate. And you know, I could kind of see what he was trying to do with the counter, but even then, like, you put yourself in a really, really
It's a huge...
strange position.
To be fair, I understand. Modzai had always been, at the end of every game, the one to sort of find those kill options a bit more consistently. Even at the stocks, it felt like he had just that bit of an easier time clutching it out. So Flo tries to mix it up. Flo thought he had Modzai exactly where he wanted him and had the perfect response, and he thought he had to go for it, because otherwise he might be risking playing neutral again against a character that is really good at finding kills in those spots.
100%.
Unfortunately, he had the idea, he just didn't quite have the execution, and he drops that game and the set.
Yeah, it's those